What you talking about, boo? Oh shoot, I forgot I cut my music off. Warren, you got your phone in there? You got any music? Hmm? In the music. Hmm?
To do what?
All right, we're going to give everyone just a few minutes to get on.
Somebody calling me. Is it?
No, I got a weird
Wow.
echo going on. I'm going to have to leave off my phone. Because that's just weird. Okay, well, anyway, Warren, you want to say hi? It's just me. I'm going to go ahead and get the call started because this will be recorded for anyone that cannot actually log on to the website and participate. I wanted to discuss tonight a very important topic about how many calories should I be eating. And I think that was the title of the whole segment for tonight because I really wanted to focus on nutrition going forward, kind of in my boot camps. Yeah, we all know that we need to work out. However, nutrition is a very important part of maintaining any type of diet or any type of, healthy lifestyle. So with that, the main question is, okay, well, what about nutrition? Like, I'm not a nutrition expert. I'm not a dietitian. How do I know what foods I should be eating? There is so much information out there in the world. I mean, there is a diet for every season of the year, for every day of the year. There's the popcorn diet. There's the ice cream diet. There is the low carb, low fat, high fat, no food, water, the liquid. There's every kind of diet you could ever think of. However, what we have found, or what I have found that works best for me, is that no matter which diet plan you choose to follow, or which one yields you the best results, the one that will allow you to live the healthiest lifestyle, or that will allow your body to be in a tip-top condition, is one that offers three things. And those three things are: you have your correct portions, the correct serving size, you have a balanced nutrition, and it eliminates the processed foods. Regardless of what plan you're on, it should cover those three things. It should control your portions, it should eliminate processed foods, and it should be in balanced nutrition. So, what does that even mean? So we're going to start with the first one, is controlling your portion sizes. So one of the things that I was made aware of very early in my health and fitness journey was the idea that I was overeating. Not necessarily, I've never been a person that had a problem eating chips or drinking Cokes or anything like that. It was just if I went in the kitchen and I fixed a bowl of cereal, I was going to get the biggest bowl of cereal and the biggest spoon I could find. Basically, pour half the box of cereal in the bowl and sit there and eat it until it's all gone. Because let's be real, any kid of the 80s knew you did not get up from the table until your plate was clean. So that is kind of how I first realized that I had an issue with serving size. I started using MyFitnessPal, and I started actually reading the information that is put there for you on the nutrition guide of different foods that I would buy, just to try to figure out, okay, I know I'm going to eat this whole bowl of cereal, but if I wanted to kind of quantify how much cereal this really is, then let me just take a look and see what it says. On that particular box of cereal, it was like 3/4 a cup was a serving size. And I'm like, well, there is clearly at least 3 cups of cereal in this bowl. So I, was studying up and everything. And they said, ideally, if you wanted to know about what a serving size of cereal is, you get a coffee mug, fill it up with cereal, then add your milk, and that's a portioned size of cereal. Doesn't mean you can't have other things. Doesn't mean you can't toss in some fruit or, have something else on the side, but just of that particular cereal with those carbs and those sugars and things like that added, that's the correct portion of that particular food that you need. So, not sure what's going on. Not sure what is going on here. Okay, not sure what's going on. Just got a meeting that said my attendees are waiting, and I'm just kind of confused because I'm on the call, but I don't see anyone on here. 924-288-084. That one has started, so I don't really know what is going on. But anyway, back to the topic. So yes, I was overeating on cereal, so I had to learn what the correct portion size or the correct serving size of cereal was that I needed to be eating. Why is that important? When we overeat, we tend to expand our stomachs. And what that does is it creates the idea that, okay, I need this certain amount of food to be full, when in reality, you don't need that certain amount of food to be full. You need to be eating a different variety of foods to be full. Hopefully let's just hit pause real quick. Okay, so the problem is that you never really had I never really knew what was the guide or the amount of food that I was supposed to be eating. So I was essentially stretching my stomach. And so I had created this false belief that I needed to eat this much food in order to be full, when in reality, I didn't. I had conditioned my mind and my body to think that it needed that much food in order to be full, but that was not the case at all. I had just stretched my stomach to the point where, in order for me to get a full, satisfied feeling, I had to continue to put things in it because I had stretched. Think of a balloon that if you don't inflate, and I wish I had one, but if you don't inflate a balloon and you just let it kind of hang there, it's going to have a shape. You can put stuff in it, and the more you put in it, and the more that shape is just going to expand. That's what happens when we overeat or when we eat larger than necessary serving sizes, which is why knowing the correct serving is important when living a healthy lifestyle. You can overeat on healthy food. I mean, you can overeat green vegetables. You can overeat, all the organic things that you want, but you can easily overeat on healthy foods. So let's see what's going on here. All right, so you can overeat on healthy food. So portion control is important. The number 2 thing that matters is your having a balanced diet. So one of the things that I used very early on when I was trying to lose weight was MyFitnessPal. And one of the things that I really tried, or that really mattered to me on MyFitnessPal, was just making sure that the calories that I ate were less than the calories that I burned off. Essentially, I created as large of calorie deficit as I could. I killed myself in the gym working out because I wanted that deficit to be larger. So let's just talk in terms of numbers. So say, for instance, if I eat 5 or 1,000 calories of food, then I would have to work out and burn 1,200 calories, because then I would have a 200 calorie deficit. And we all know, tried and true, longest calories in is less than calories eaten. You will lose weight. It's science. There's no rocket. There's no specialty. There's no math. There's no special to it. It's 1 + 1 is 2. However, what that equation leaves out is you may start feeling tired. You may not have the energy. You may start being forgetful. You may end up having high blood pressure. You may have all other sorts of side effects, because if you hone in totally on calories in versus calorie out, you're still not fueling your body with the nutrients that it needs in order to perform at its higher standard. It's like a car. You can put whatever kind of gas you want in it and it's gonna go. But in order to get the best efficiency, fuel efficiency out of that car, you're gonna wanna give it the best grade of gas possible. So if you're willing to put a premium grade of gas in your car, we should put that exact same concept when we're fueling our bodies, because that's the purpose of fuel. Food is fuel. That's it. It can be flavorful. It can be delicious. It can be, comforting and soothing. But the main purpose of food is to fuel your body. It's to keep your metabolism, keep your organs, keeping everything going, keeping your digestive tract healthy. That is the total purpose of food, period. And the last reason that we need a balanced thing is just to eliminate the processed food. Again, what is processed food? I could send you 1,000 links to 1,000 different websites that will have 1,000 different definitions of what is processed food. However, at the end of the day, the quick and dirty and simple boils down to this. If you flip over the guide and you cannot pronounce or are not familiar with what the ingredients are, 9 times out of 10, it's not food, it's chemicals that you're putting into your body that's telling you that you need to eat more of this. For instance, with a bag of chips, science has proven there are chemicals. Read about it. There are chemicals in potato chips. You wonder why you just can't eat one chip. Who eats one chip out of a bag, puts the bag up and say, oh, well, I'm good on chips? Doesn't work that way. Why? It wasn't designed to work that way. There are chemicals put in those chips. Flip the bag and read about them, that make you just keep wanting to go back and eat more. Nobody ever eats a piece of broccoli or gets a bag of broccoli and just says, you know what, girl, I just couldn't put that bag of broccoli down. I just kept going and going. It doesn't go like that, because it's a natural whole food that once you are full, you stop. You eat as much as you feel that your body needs to fuel it, and you're done. Chips don't work that way. It's the difference between food and food-like. So, very important to eliminate the processed food, because at the end of the day, our bodies doesn't know what to do with it. So it stores it. And then it converts it into sugar, and it converts it into fat. And that's just additional weight loss and additional issues that nobody got time to deal with. So the best way to keep the palate clean, to keep the belly clean, is just to completely eliminate the processed food. Now, I'm not going to come on here and tell you that I'm 100% clean. I don't eat anything processed. A lot. These beach bars that our company sells, I got a garbage can full of processed food. These beach bars here that our company sells, I'm sure there's something in here I can't pronounce. It's really hard though, because they are all natural. But, okay, I can't find anything on here. I don't know what it is. However, these babies right here in the garbage can, we have lactic acid. Lactic acid is not in my food group. My body doesn't know what to do with lactic acid. So that lactic acid is going to transform into some type of waste or sugar or something once it breaks down into its simplest form, and my body's going to store it. And then I'm going to wonder why the crunches just ain't converting into abs. Well, if you lay off the lactic acid, you might could see some progress. So that's on the 3 principles as to why it's important to know why you should be eating a balanced diet. Our company, just so you know, just so it's no secret to anyone, our company does not support the keto diet. We don't. We support vegan, we support vegetarian, we support paleo, we do not support keto. And the reason that we do not support keto is because keto is not a well-balanced nutrition. That's the in and out of. Can you lose weight on it? Yes. Guess what? You can also lose weight on the water diet and the popcorn diet. I have seen a girl, I used to follow her on MyFitnessPal, and she lost weight on the popcorn diet. She had or maybe it was ice cream. Every night she ate ice cream. She saved all her calories that day so that every night she could enjoy a pint of ice cream. And you know, it worked for her. She lost weight. I followed her for months and it worked. However, her body still did not have the fuel that it needed in order to, she was still tired. You would watch her post and she would still be tired. It's because you're not energizing your body. I sat down, and now I'm getting on the soapbox, but you're in it, so we just got to follow it through. I sat down with my sister, who's on the call, and we created a meal plan. The first thing she said when we finished was, I'm not going to be able to eat all of this food. This is more food than I even eat in a freaking week. I mean, what diet does that? What diet gives you too much food to eat, you know? But the difference is, if I was to tell her, you've got to eat 2,500 calories of these foods, of these well-balanced, non-processed, correctly portioned food items that are 2,500 calories, versus if we went to Buffalo Wild Wings and bought 6 hot wings with an order of fries, you still got the same calorie back. This one, you would have no problem taking. You would take it down, drinking and eating, and wouldn't think anything about it. However, now you've converted from eating flavorful food-like substances to actually taking in nutrient-dense foods. You feel differently. Nobody can, if you go a week and drink nothing but water versus a week of drinking nothing but Coke, you feel differently because you have fueled your body differently. You're not as tired. You get energy because you're giving your body the things it needs to be energized. So to get back up off my soapbox, we're going to keep moving. So on this call, we were going to talk about what should you be eating. So I am going to actually share my screen because there's a few tools and resources that I want you to use in order to calculate out what you should be eating. So I'm just going to share my screen really quick. And I am going to go to our Facebook page. I hope everybody can see my screen. And over here in the file section, there are 3 different calorie bracket work calculators, if you would have it. There's the not working out, because you can lose weight and be healthy and not work out. Workout should be a bonus, because at the end of the day, if I work out every day 3 times a day, but I still come home and eat like crap, I have wasted a lot of time, burned a lot of sweat, and just threw it away. It's more important, honestly, to handle your nutrition and then let the workout come when it comes. Because if you can get over eating right, because it's mental, it's all mental. Every single part of it is mental. For instance, I've known a lot of people that have gotten the lap band surgery, a lot of them. Nothing against it, good for you. I'm not bashing lap band surgeries. But the reason that people gain the weight back is not because it's not because they didn't want to lose weight. It's not because they never did, that they never lost weight with the surgery. A lot of them lose substantial amount of weight, but it's because there's never a shift in the mindset. The mind doesn't change, so the habits doesn't change, so the behavior doesn't change. So it's only a matter of time before we go right back to where we started from in the first place. So let's just skip past all of that and go to doing what's right the right way for lasting results. Because it's really not hard. It's more mental than it is physical. I struggle myself. I just had a beach bar before dinner and I told myself I was not going to have it, but I am starved. So there's that. Okay, we got 10 minutes to get through this because I promise I'll be done by 7:30. So, not working out. Let's click on that one and it opens up a PDF. And if you have a piece of paper and a pencil, feel free to go through, or you can just listen and then you can always go back into the file section and do it later. So, current weight times 11. Okay, every different scenario is going to start off with you using your current weight. Ladies, let's be real. Let's not wait till the end of the day and go get on the scale. And after we've eaten a lot of salty food, so we're probably full of bloat, we're full of water, get the biggest weight we could possibly get, leave a few clothes on and, really get that good, strong starting weight so you can go to the bathroom or have a good bowel movement or take your clothes off in 2 days and you've dropped 5 pounds. Let's be as real and open as possible. The best time to weigh yourself is first thing early in the morning. You get up, you use the bathroom, you get naked, and you get on the scale. Put it in the bathroom. Put it next to your toilet. If you share a bathroom with somebody, put it in the closet and close the door. But go wherever it is you need to go that you can get naked and get on it as soon as you get off the bathroom. First thing in the morning, that's the best time to get your best starting weight. So you're going to weigh yourself, multiply it by 11, and that's your baseline. The baseline is basically the minimum amount of calories that your body needs to survive or to function. So that's your baseline. You never, ever, ever want to drop below your baseline, ever. All right. So then you take your baseline and you subtract 400. Every single scenario is going to subtract 400. The reason we subtract 400 is because that is the normal amount or average amount of calories that your body uses just by you being alive. It's the calories that you burn by breathing, by blinking, by, your heart pumping blood through your veins. A lot of people, or there's a lot of misconception that, I can't eat after 8 o'clock because that's when I gain all my weight. No. If you've ever worn a Fitbit or any other kind of heart rate monitor, I guarantee you, if you wear it overnight while you sleep and you wake up, it will show you that you have burned calories. I mean, not a lot. You're not going to burn 1,000 calories while you sleep, but it takes work to keep your body going. It doesn't just go by itself. There is there's heart beating. There's, your brain is working. There's a lot of stuff going on. So 400 is the average amount of calories that your body burns in just this resting stage. So you'll take your caloric baseline and you're going to subtract out the 400. That's your calorie target. That is what anyone who is not working out should aim to eat every day to lose weight. So you're going to take your starting weight, multiply by the multiplier to get your baseline, never, ever, ever fall below this part. Then you're going to subtract 400 for your average burn just by being alive, and that gets you your target. So if you fall in that calorie bracket or whatever, though, this is the calculator that you would use to get your calorie target. So we're going to come back out and let's go look at the other 2 scenarios real quick. So we've got working out level 1. This is the one that I use because normally I do anywhere from 30 to 40 minute workouts a day. They're not like, I'm not doing like Body Beast or like a boot camp running with a tire around my waist. It's moderately challenging exercise. I'm sweating, I'm getting my heart rate up, I'm burning energy, I'm getting in a good workout. So I would say it's moderately challenging. As you can see, it's the exact same scenario. You're going to put in your weight, multiply it by the multiplier. However, here, you're going to add 400 pounds because when you subtract the additional 400, they're going to come out of that 700 at the end, the 750 at the end. So what we're saying is, okay, we're going to take our starting weight, multiply it by the multiplier. Then we're going to add 400 for the calories that we would have burned during our workout. We would have burned 400 on average. Doesn't mean you have to wear a heart rate monitor and say, oh, I didn't burn 400 calories a day. I only burned 200. So instead of adding 400, I'm going to only add 200. No, add your 400. Dietitians, nutritionists, health and fitness instructors who are way above my pay grade and level of intelligence have put all the math together. They figured it out. Don't focus on beating it. Focus on following it and just let it be what it is. So I'm going to add in your 400 because ideally that's the amount of calories you will burn during your workout. Then to figure out your weight loss, you're going to take your maintenance calorie and subtract 750 because that 750 is going to give you a higher average calorie burn per day, because the thought is if I'm working out, my metabolism is higher, and instead of just burning 400 calories a day, I'm burning more like 750 calories a day. So what I'm going to actually do is I am going to try to do mine really, really quick, and I can show you on my phone because I'm not using it, just how it will work. Okay, so we're going to pretend like it's a good month for me, and I am 155 pounds. So we'll come in here and put in 155. Then we're going to multiply that by 11. That's 1705. That's my baseline. I should never eat less than 1705 calories. But because I work out, we're going to add an extra 400 back in there because this is extra calories I'm losing that I wouldn't have lost if I didn't work out. So we're going to add 400 to that, which is 2105, and then we're going to subtract 750. So I'm at 1355. That is my that is my calorie target. And last is scenario 3. This is for the beasts. If you, and I'm not talking about you have one day, I'm talking about if more than 5 times a week you are going to the gym and crushing it. You're spending an hour on the treadmill, then you're doing 30 minutes on the weight, then you're cooling back off on the treadmill, then you're doing a little stair step, but then you're getting out of there. Then this is the meal plan or this is the calculator that you should use. And you'll see we're multiplying it times 11, starting with our starting weight. We're adding in 600 calories because now our metabolism is even higher. So we're burning an even higher number of average calories. And we're going to subtract out 750. I would probably never use this calculator just because my workouts don't get that intense. I may have some days where I double up, or I work out in the morning, then I work out in the afternoon, or I work out in the morning and I walk or jog in the afternoon, but this is not me. I don't enjoy these type workouts. That's not my jam. So your homework, this is kind of where we're going to stop today because I want to go through each step of the process as far as getting you prepared to be successful from a nutritional standpoint. I want to go through each process in a lot of detail just to make sure we're not just following the motions, but we understand what we're doing and why, so that when you're not just saying, oh crap, I got to eat this many calories a day. And you're like, well, why? You understand where that number came from. It's just not a number that someone gave you and said, hey, hit this target. You understand what your body needs as your baseline, and then what you should try to stretch for if you want to lose weight as your calorie target. So the homework for the next call is to calculate your calorie target. Decide if you're not working out, if you're doing moderately challenging workouts or extremely challenging workouts, and figure out what your calorie target is. We're going to have another call where we come back and use these calorie targets to figure out which container system or which meal plan our calorie targets fall in. We're going to go through the whole meal planning process. We're going to go through the whole how to go to the grocery store, or how to click list, because let's be real, nobody's going anymore, but how to click list at the grocery store, how to eat out, how to go through the whole process. But the first step is figuring out your calorie target. So I'm just about out of time. I got like 1 minute left. Last thing I wanted to mention before we end the call is today is the last day of the water challenge. I want everyone at the end of this call to post a picture of your water of you and your water to be entered in the drawing for a prize. And I do have a prize. No, you don't think I have a prize, but I have a prize. I have been ordering my insufficient butt off for you guys. I have got a box of goodies just waiting to go out to you ladies for submitting this water challenge. So make sure you get your entries in tonight by 11:59 a.m. I will not be up, but I will check it in the morning. So if you want to slide one in the morning, that's fine. But make sure you take a picture with your water, enter for your chance to win a fabulous prize. And I will talk to all of my Fit Chicks later. Bye.
Let me guess, nobody.